Alright guys, welcome back. James and I are over here at Kyle's again. Got a lot of cleaning up in here to do. Got a paint booth to build. We're gonna get primer on this truck today. Probably mid-afternoon, something like that. We have quite a bit of work yet to do. We need to get it all cleaned up in here. The floor is rather dirty and we've got parts everywhere. Tools laying around, all sorts of stuff. And if you watched the last video that went up this morning, Friday morning, you probably saw the epic fail video where we didn't know what we were going to do as far as getting base and clear on this. However, that has changed. So I'm going to be staying here until Wednesday of next week. We extended the flight. We knew we were going to do that. You guys, we tricked you. Anyway, with that being said, if you would like to help out just a little bit, changing the flight was rather expensive. And if you want to contribute, if you want to contribute just a little bit, one way you can do that is there's a link down below for channel stickers, t-shirts, that kind of stuff, our collaboration merchandise. We don't make a lot off of that, I can tell you that, but any little bit would help. So if you've been thinking about getting one of our limited edition collaboration stickers, shirts, coffee mug, that kind of thing, do it now because, like I said, it was rather expensive. We're running out of money on this project.
$1 left over.
So click that link down below and go pick yourself up something. It really would help, but like I said, we don't make a lot off of it, but any little bit would help. And if enough people do it, it does make it would make a difference.
If we could sell like 100 stickers, it would help out a bunch.
Yeah. So anyway guys, we need to get busy. We're on kind of a limited time today. We have to be back into town at 2 o'clock. It's 11 a.m. now. Then we're going to come back out here, get this thing painted, and we have to be out of here by, what, 7?
Well, we got to be out of here by no later than like 6:20.
Okay, so we have a few hours there. I think we can do it. We just got to get cleaned up and get this paint booth all...
Unfortunately, Uncle Kyle's, he took vacation off. We all thought that this project wasn't. We were all naive. Yes, we took longer than we expected, and we ran into some struggles getting body lines straight,
but that's what happens when you do this
we were very naive on, you know, we've never jumped into a project like this before. You know, we're like, oh, 2 weeks is plenty of time. Yeah, well, this was something new we've never tried before.
You run into one little problem like this or the other corner that takes a long time, and it sets you back a little bit. That's what happens.
We're on track. We've bought enough time. If we can't
literally
bought time. If we can't get this done by Wednesday's schedule now, like, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, our YouTube channels will cease to exist. We're just gonna quit. But
we got it. We got it on the run now.
Our schedule right now is to get this painted on Sunday. We're gonna paint it today, which is Friday. Let it sit till sometime Saturday. We're gonna come and sand the primer and get it all ready for base and clear on Sunday. Shoot it Sunday and it will be done. Well, not done. The painting will be done. Still some reassembly to go on, but Kyle's gonna do that after I go. So anyway, I need to put the camera down and get busy.
Get busy!
And we'll catch up with you here in a little bit. All right, everybody, we are finally getting things going here. We got the paint booth pretty well set up. Pretty well. We gotta seal up these seams yet and stuff, but little tight up in this corner, but I think I can make that work. And the top, I've got room up there to do that. So looking pretty good. James has to take off here in a little bit, and while he's gone, I'm going to stay here and start taping around the windows. Got to wax and grease remover over the whole thing, get it cleaned off. We got to clean the bed out, it's pretty dirty. Primer is happening today. So we're sitting pretty good. We're going to get primer on this, and that's going to call it a day for today.
Yeah, this paint booth went up a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to, and it's going to be, we got to, like John was saying, we got to do the seam over here. We got to put a flap here. We got to drop flap.
So anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of dirt and crud up in there we got to get out yet. Don't need that blowing around. We're going to blow the floor out of here. I think we're going to put this fan,
the air mover with 2,500 square foot.
Air mover back here. I think we're going to put it somewhere up here in this end and tape the plastic to the front of it so it's blowing air out of here.
And we got flies in the booth. Did you see this shit?
No.
Stuff. Do you see the stuff? bring fly swatter, I guess.
Yeah, that's all right. Primer won't be a big deal.
This up with that.
But anyway, guys, we're making progress here. We got to paint this stone guard piece and the fuel doors. Got to scuff them up yet, paint them. We're going to do that at the same time, primer and paint, same time we're doing the truck. So that'll be pretty easy.
Primer's not going to matter with these flies in here, but we're going to have to get a fly swatter and get these before we do base. There's like a couple flies, but they'll probably die in here after we shoot.
I've never had a problem with flies. Mosquitoes are the things I've had troubles with, and I haven't seen any mosquitoes.
Flies just got home.
So anyway, guys, we're making some good work here, and I'm gonna get this primer today, let it sit for a day. Sunday we're gonna be shooting base and clear. At least that's the plan.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm sorry that we had a bad attitude on our video the other day, but I mean, we literally did not have any options at that time, and then we kind of were like so tired we didn't even think about extending the flight, and then we sat down and drank some beers, and we're like, oh, that might be an option.
Yeah, well, it's really the only option to get it done.
So it's gonna get done.
So
yay! We're in good spirits today. It's been a really good day. It's been a very productive day. We've got a lot done.
Yeah,
so far.
still have a lot to do, but it's very doable.
But primer's happening today. I can't wait. I've got a different GoPro with a lens cover that we'll share. Fox Shop wants it. We'll have a little time lapse of both sides.
Yeah.
That's what my plan is. Anyway. I'm putting primer on. So.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut the camera off and get back to work. So
Gotta do it.
We will catch you later. All right, so James is up here. He's got to leave in about 10 minutes. There are a few spots on the hood here, little rock chips and stuff. He's getting those out. And I had a run in the clear when I put it on here. We got that all sanded out. This whole thing needs to be sanded down again. It has some overspray on it. And these need taped up. But when he's gone, I'm going to start cleaning up this thing. Taping around the rear window, cleaning out the bed so we aren't blowing all this dust and dirt around. Shouldn't get too much air back in there, but a little excessive right now. And it sounds like Kyle is done with work. He just doesn't have a ride home yet. So I think he's trying to find a ride, or James might go get him. So he should be here when we're primering later on. And we'll get this finished up. So that's what we're doing right now. I got to get busy. Well, once he's done sanding, I'm going to clean around this back window and tape it up and start cleaning this girl up, and we're going to shoot primer here shortly. As far as the weather day here today in Central Oregon, it couldn't ask for a better painting day. It's really nice. There's absolutely no wind whatsoever. I know James said there were a couple flies in there. I'm not really worried about flies. It's more like little mosquitoes and that kind of thing, and I haven't seen any of those since I've been here. They were talking about rain this afternoon, some thunderstorms and stuff coming through. Don't think that'll hurt us too much. But yeah, nice day here. I know everybody loves the weather reports, so I thought I'd give you one. Temperature right now is probably about, I'm guessing it's about 80 degrees right now. I'm not 100% sure, but pretty comfortable, and there's no humidity around here. Anyway, wait for him to quit sanding. Well, I'm probably going to I'm going to run the shop back and start getting some of this up, and then when he's done sanding, start wiping this down and getting it clean and taping, especially around that rear window. The windshield is going to be pretty easy because all the trim's off. Windows, they're out of the doors, so tape that off. And we're going to be sitting pretty good. You're going to remove the tailgate, get it out of here. We're not using this tailgate, and it won't have a tailgate when it gets painted. They couldn't find one in time, I guess. So that won't be on there. Like I said, the truck's not going to be totally back together when we get it painted, but Kyle's okay with that, and I think James can paint up anything that needs to be painted after the fact, just little parts, so we're sitting pretty good. Anyway, guys, I got to get to work. So we were out here last night until about 1 o'clock in the morning. We got the truck primered, and tomorrow we are going to shoot base and clear on this. Came out here today, we got it sanded down nice and smooth. We only had a couple of little issues on it. Not 100% sure what was going on. For one, the paint gun we were using for shooting primer is not working right. It's leaking, and it didn't seem to spray very well. It's the same one I have at home for spraying primer. I think there's something wrong with it. But anyway, we had some like little spider webbing going on up in here. That probably wasn't the paint gun's fault, but the paint gun just did not spray worth a darn. So we reduced it down just a smidge and spray out of the gun a little bit better, but still not perfect. But overall, it looks really good. I'm happy with it. James and Kyle are happy with it, and it's going to be fine. So like I was saying, tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to get base and clear put on this. That should go pretty well. Just a couple minor things last night. All in all, turned out good.
I think it was a gun issue. I don't think it was a primer issue. I think it was a gun issue.
Yeah, I just said that too. I think there's something wrong with that gun. It just didn't work right. But
it wasn't the actual primer, because today, like I was talking about, I've done aircrafts, and I used to sand the primer down after the body guys, or the paint guys would spray. And this primer looks like automotive or aircraft, aviation primer. It's really unique. It's really different, and it's really nice to sand on it.
And this is Tamco primer, guys. It's Tamco. I don't know if you can see the label. It's Tamco 5310. Right there, Tamco sponsored us on this with primer and clear, which I've used their primer and clear before. The clear we have is different than what I've used before, but I assume it's going to be just as good. And I've shot this before and not had any problems, so I think we had a gun issue going on. So big shout out to Tamco Paint on that. I'll link them down in the description below. If you're doing a car or truck yourself, I would highly recommend their stuff. It's good.
Yeah, it sands really nice, and we put some cleaner on it already, and man, it's got a nice smooth.
I know.
Nice.
Might as well not even paint it. She's pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty. Custom gray.
Custom gray. Primer gray.
Flat gray.
So anyway, guys, with that being said, I think...
Did you show them the quarter panel with the primer on it now? My big...
Oh, the big body issue panel back here. I don't think you could get it much better. Not sure how good you can see that. There's a lot of light coming in back there, but it may not be 100% perfect just because of like this little spot up here, but I think where James did work on that, I don't think it could be any better.
Thank you, cousin.
Yeah. Now we do have a couple of lines around the wheel wells like that right there, which Kyle's going to be putting fender flares on this. That's going to be covered up. The bed rails up here aren't perfect. We're going to be shooting some color on it, but he's putting bed caps back on this.
He wants bed caps.
So that's all going to be covered up. Other than that, it's looking good.
That's not getting painted because we're going to put the bed liner in here.
Yeah, we're going to do a spray and bed liner on it. So that is what's up with that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Make sure you subscribe to these guys, Central Oregon Shenanigans, and I'll link them down below.
And it wasn't our fault that this wasn't prepped, done. It was, we all wanted to do it together. We wanted to start to finish together project.
Yeah, a two-week project. Which, okay, we're like a day over 2 weeks now, but I came in last Saturday, so that didn't really count.
Didn't like that comment.
Grumpy.
I won't eat.
So anyway, guys, like I said, my flight, I'm leaving next Wednesday now. If you would like to help out with that, I think I said this before, but if you'd like to help out with that a little bit, we have our collaboration channel stickers, hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs, all that kind of stuff. We don't make a lot of money off of that, but we do get a little kickback off of it. So even though it's small, if enough people join in on that, it does help. So any little bit, it costs a lot to change that flight. So overall, it's about $300 to change the flight to Wednesday instead of today. In fact, about right now, I believe, is when my plane might be taken off. So anyway, I'm here for a few more days. we're gonna get this done. You didn't think I was gonna leave before we got this truck done, did ya? Couldn't head home with it being so close like that. So we're gonna make it happen tomorrow. It is getting painted. And with that being said, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.